Hello everyone, my name is Melk Joe, and welcome to the first episode of this new series I'm trying out. Essentially, this series will be about automated ships doing a best of 3 combat scenario to determine which design is better. And I will be trying to balance it out by if one ship is better than the other one, I will give the other side more ships to make it an even fight. Hopefully showcasing both ships from the best sides. For this episode, we have the blue team with iron assault frigates, and we have the yellow team with, I've named them assault corvettes, or just corvettes. The blue assault corvette, or the blue iron assault corvette, features a pure iron thruster build. It runs off of reactors supported by a few batteries. It features powerful backwards thrusters and directional thrusters in all directions. The combat AI block of these are set up to orbit at 1,400 meters, given that the assault turrets have a range of 1,500 meters. They also have an event controller that when the target gets within 1,400 meters range, it will turn either the left side or the right side towards the enemy to get all guns on target. If the enemy gets outside of 1,400 meters, it will change back to front towards enemy, meaning that the backwards thrusters then will be able to push it back within engagement range. The target is set, or the AI block is set to target the closest grid, meaning that they will be fighting defensive and they can be distracted by grids running interference. Next, then we have the yellow assault corvettes. They're a hybrid mix of small iron and small hydrogen thrusters. The amount of small thrusters gives it a lot of redundancy, so it's going to be hard to knock out all thrusters in one direction because there's basically so many of them. For weapons, it features 2 Gatling turrets in the front and 2 rocket turrets in the back. The Gatlings being there to be able to deal with small threats. Given that this is a Corvette, my main intention for it is to run escort for larger ships. And the rocket turrets there are there to make sure that it can punch above its weight. Like the way damage works in Space Engineers is that rockets do more damage to unarmored blocks than any other projectile because they do explosive damage, meaning that rockets will be amazing for taking out conveyors, thrusters, and so on, meaning that with some good hits, these ships can do some massive damage. The AI on these ones is set up to hit and run, meaning that they will speed towards the enemy, and at 600 meters, they will try to disengage at a 75 degrees angle, meaning that they should run past the enemy at like 600-700 meters. Then they will retreat to 1,500 meters, which is outside of weapon range of the assault turrets, or with a 20-second timer as a failsafe. Then they will head back in again for repeated runs. So yeah, those are the 2 teams. Which one do you guys think is going to win? The blue ships, in my mind, are stronger. They do have the range, but in pure DPS output, like in alpha damage, I do think that the yellow team with the rocket turrets and the fact that there's more ships for the yellow team can definitely be in their favor. Let me know in the comments below which one you think is going to win. It's going to be a best of 3, and let's jump to the action. On this round, we'll be following the yellow team in. The yellow team consisting of 3 of these assault frigates, or assault corvettes, I'm sorry, featuring a mix of iron thrusters, hydrogen, 2 missile turrets, 2 Gatling turrets. And they have redundancy by having a lot of thrusters. Rather fragile grids, but we'll see how they do. They do have a massive alpha volley potential. Blue team struggling a bit to get guns on target, opening on the first one. Yellow team coming in and pummeling that first frigate with missiles and Gatlings. Looks like they got most of the missiles hit. We'll try to get time to inspect the damage. And also cross-firing on both frigates on the way out. Does eat a massive salvo to its aft thrusters though, but still very combat operational. Lining up in the wolf pack for a second run. Still fairly gathered up. Let's see if they manage to strike at the same time or if the strike becomes disjointed. Picking up speed and closing distance, lead Corvette takes some hits, starts evading, fires its volley at the blue ship. Second yellow ship opens up. Long range missiles out of range. Blue ship kiting away. Is this one have a bit more luck? Misses with his first rocket. Will he get some hits on the way out? Turret is turning, firing, looking good. And that looks like impact on the blue ship. Does take even more hits to its aft thrust on the way out though. But still operational and in the fight. Let's try to find that one engaging there. Is this one? No, it's not, but this one is also within weapons range. Getting close, firing away with the Gatling missile turret. Not tracking. Might suffer from damaged conveyors. Oh, that ship is getting beaten up. Is it this one? No, that's one I'm following. This is the one. Close quarter combat with 2 assault frigates. Not the position you want to be in. Missile turret down, left to just the Gatling. It's retreating, hoping for its teammates to show up and give it some assistance. We can see the 2 other yellow ships in the background there coming in. This is yellow Corvette number 1, closing distance, about to open up. Gatling firing, was firing. Gatling down, and the rocket turret seems to be disabled. Well, that's not a good day for the first yellow Corvette. Second yellow Corvette, also missing its missile turrets, only has the Gatling left. Third one seems to have 1 Gatling and 1 missile turret still functioning. Lining up for an attack run on the blue assault frigates. So that put 2 iron thrusters facing backwards. We can see the yellow team is still working close together, trying to gang up on one of the blue assault frigates. They seem to be struggling though to get hits on target. Mostly due to their aft thrusters seeming to be damaged. Oh, this one does have a hydrogen thruster functioning as well. That gives me a bit more hope for this one being able to get in there and get guns on target. 1 blue ship seems to be drifting away. Maybe it's too disabled. Hopefully the other yellow ships will be able to distract while this one goes in to put damage on the target. Let's take a quick look on the blue ship to see what's going on there. This is one that's drifting away. It seems it's been cored out, that its AI blocks are no longer functioning, and thus it's just drifting away. Yeah, at 9 meters per second. Oh, no, it's drifted out of combat. It's trying to return to the center, but it doesn't have any aft thrusters, and so this ship is just adrift. It's out of the fight. So it's down to 1 blue ship against... Oh, missiles coming in there, getting center hits on the blue ship. But yeah, it's now a 1 against 3. Some solid rocket hits there from the yellow team. Center mass. Blue ship doesn't know who to target, spinning around, trying to align its guns. The core is exposed. Yellow team might secure a win here, given that the other blue ship is drifting and the red ship, yellow team still has several operational Corvettes in the area. not many guns, but the ships without guns do act as decoys. And yeah, if the disarmed yellow ships can act as decoys, while the ones with functioning guns do attack runs and cause damage, I think that's a valid strategy for the yellow team to secure a win. Oh, almost in collision there with the yellow team. Gets in though, gets guns on target, trying to take out that underslung assault turret. Get some good hits on the front nose. There's also a reactor center in the nose for the blue team, so taking that one out will start to cripple the blue team for power, which also could render them disabled. Thrusters still functioning in this one. This is the main character now for the yellow team, the one that's gonna have to put in damage and do the work, while the other corvettes run interference. You can see there the other yellow corvettes doing the best to keep that blue assault ship distracted. By the amount of tracers, it looks like it has 4 guns still functioning, but as we saw on the inspection of it, its core is exposed. So if the yellow corvette goes in and gets some good hits on the core, it might be enough to disable it, which will give this round to the yellow team. Lead member missiles away. Oh, at least 1 hit there on the core, and decides to pull out before it takes too many hits, dodging almost perfectly on the way out there. It's 2 hits on its rear armor. Oh, and 1 trailing follow-up shot there, taking out 1 hydrogen thruster, it looked like. That's gonna have an impact. Oh no! Hydrogen thruster still functioning. Yellow ship still operational, still in the fight. Blue ship as well though, firing away, trying to disable those yellow ships to keep them from interfering. Looking at the amount of tracers going from the blue ship, it looks to be down to just 1 turret, which, if it's the case, would be very good for the yellow team. And we have a solid attack run coming in here. Eats the opening volley, launches away. Good launch, good hits! Oh, we have explosion. Is that a cargo blowing up? Could be. And followed up by some solid hits on the core on the way out. Does lose 1 rocket turret. Second rocket turret. Oh no, second rocket turret is on fire. It did get hits on target, but did it get enough? Oh no! Oh no! Is that all the guns out of the fight for the yellow team? Because if they're out of guns, they won't have any way of actually finishing the blue team. Blue team seems to be down to just 1 assault turret. Actually, let's take a proper look. This is one that's drifting. This is one still in the fight. Ah, they do have 2 assault turrets left. Does it still have thrusts in all directions? Yes. So, well, not towards the right, but it does have thrusts in 5 to 6 directions, which means it can still, most importantly, backwards. Or aft facing, if you want. Which means it's still able to both do combat maneuvers and get within range of the capture objective. Oh, that's heartbreaking. I really thought that the yellow team would have this one. With how early they managed to knock out one of the blue ships. And that last yellow Corvette with the 2 missiles as well was looking so good on the attack runs, like putting in such an effort and so much damage, but then it lost all remaining guns on that 1 approach, and that might have cost them the win. Almost collision there. Would have been amazing for the yellow team had it struck. But unfortunately, collision avoidance, too good. I never thought I would have said those words. But given how horrible the collision avoidance normally is, but yeah. Very close fight here. Yellow team almost taking a win. But right now it's just a matter of watching the blue team finish off the yellow team and then claiming victory. So yeah, I'm gonna referee this first round to the blue team. It's a best of 3, so we will see how the yellow team will do in the next round. Maybe they will be able to do a comeback and take it to the third and final round. We'll see. Back to the studio. Alright then, so here we are going into combat. We're following the blue team on their way in. Gonna go to free mode. And specifically following this second blue assault frigate on the way in. I think that would give us the best view of what happens. We see them lighting up, the target's locked. Turrets are a bit slow to rotate, but they do get the salvo off. At the same time, the rocket volley from the yellow team is coming in. Getting some good hits on the blue frigates, but blue frigates also have the guns trained on that lead yellow ship. Changing target here to the closest yellow ship and firing away. Getting some good hits on its way out there. Oh, massive explosion on the blue frigate. That was an absolutely brutal opening volley by the yellow team. Having taken out almost all rear thrusters on this blue frigate. And same for the second one. They're almost immobile now. That was a devastating volley. I've run this scenario a few times, and this is probably the most devastating volley I've seen. So looking very good for the yellow team here. Here to come in for a second volley. Oh, the missiles do miss though from the lead one. It's getting a bit eager. Second one also misses. The blue frigate using that those forward thrusters to dodge. Second blue frigate though, not so lucky, eats a volley from the trailing yellow Corvette. But they do land some hits in return. And they're going to keep on firing at that ship as it retreats. There's no rest for these guys though. The next yellow frigate is already on the way in. Running the gauntlet and firing. Only one rocket in the tube though. That's a big mistake by the yellow frigate. Got its reload done, but can it get guns on target? It's trying. Oh, it does not hit, and it eats a lot of punishment in return. And the blue assault frigates are just chipping away at it as it retreats. Like, the amount of damage these guys took to their aft section initially does make them like very immobile, so they can't really chase. Luckily for them, they do have the advantage of range, and the yellow team is forced to close the distance in order to get guns on target. Looks like the yellow team is trying to encircle them and come in from several directions at the same time. Let's see how that goes for them. First yellow ship taking some hits from the assault turrets. Missiles come in. They seem to be focusing this bottom one. Good hits by the missiles. Oh, several good hits. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt a lot. And of course, pummeling with the Gatlings on the way out as well. This blue ship keeps on taking hits. Let's have a look at it. It's still in the fight, but it's definitely suffering. Seems like one turret is inoperable, but 2 of the 4 turrets are still firing. And this is being played in survival mode. So if the turrets get like their conveyors messed up or they run out of access to the cargo, they will cease firing. Looks like the second blue ship is not doing too well either. Like that initial damage, it's like I said, it's the most damage I've seen these guys take in at the start of a battle, and it's well done on the yellow team. They're like really pummeling away. Coming in here, getting like a lot of good hits on that assault turret with the scatlings. Going over the top, gonna keep on firing. Does it have another rocket salvo it gonna get off before it gets out of range? Does not look like it. You see the second blue frigate in the background there still firing away. And all three yellow ships, even though damaged, seems to still be operational. The way this targeting is set up is that the yellow ships will target the largest one to make them focus fire, while the blue ones are set up more defensively. They will target the closest grid to them. Does look like this yellow Corvette over here though is struggling a lot. And this blue ship is definitely drifting. Severely beaten up. And this yellow Corvette just cruising along, firing at it. They're drifting at 18 meters per second, roughly. I do think, yeah, no turrets left in this one. It's just cleanup duty from that yellow Corvette, I'm sorry. Let's have a look at the other blue ship. Oh, this is the one that's crippled. And here's the second one. At least 2 out of 3 guns operational, possibly 3 out of 3 turrets operational still. And it's hitting away on this yellow Corvette as it is trying to get an engagement on it. Changing target. Next Corvette is coming in. Assault frigate though is ready to meet it head on with guns. Oh, some good hits there. You can hear the sound of clang, happy noises. Seemed like this yellow Corvette as well has had its missile turrets either disabled or run out of missiles. Oh, some big hits there. Disable the follow mode to stop the shaking. But yeah, and the range of the assault turrets are just amazing. They really good all-round turrets for putting hits on target at the distance. They don't have the DPS of missile turrets, but the range more than makes up for it in my mind. Oh, more good hits there, hitting the aft thruster section of the Corvette. We can take a quick look at the Corvettes to see what they look like, how they're holding up. So this is the first blue frigate. It's drifting disabled. This one is definitely taken out and out of the fight. Second blue one, still maneuvering, still has, well, I was going to say trust in all directions, still has trust in 5 out of 6 directions. The yellow ships are still doing attack runs on it. Here's the first yellow Corvette. Very beaten up, right side fully disabled. Left side seems to have 1 Gatling still operational. And it's working on close in the distance though. It only has 1 aft thruster functioning, so it is going to struggle. Keep in mind, this battle will be decided by whoever can control the center towards the end of it. Second yellow Corvette, all weapons disabled. You can tell that all the rocket turrets are burning and the Gatlings are missing. Rough day in the office. Still doing attack runs though, running interference for its fellow ships. And let's use low energy. Great. I tried to disable that. I disabled the voice notification. Apparently I can't disable the text on screen, or I haven't figured out how yet. Here we see the third and final yellow Corvette. Has thrust in all directions, although it seems to be drifting away from the center. So I guess this one has had its AI blocks disabled, so this one is out of the fight. That leaves us with the second blue assault frigate, still operating. The first yellow assault, or the first yellow Corvette, with one Gatling turret left, and then the second yellow Corvette with no weapons, but running interference. So for yellow team to win, the second Corvette will have to put in a lot of work, running interference or decoy. And the first Corvette, the one we're currently watching, has a massive task ahead of it in terms of taking out either the turrets or the critical components on the blue assault frigates. Definitely a very close match, but just given how much better I think assault turrets are, I'm leaning towards the blue team on this one. Oh. Especially if this one is going to turn away and block his own arc of fire. It's not looking good for yellow team. It is going to get an opening here though, to fire some shots. Gatling is opening, but only for a few hundred meters, and it is going to continue eating a lot of shells on the way out there. It's critical that it keeps the Gatling alive. Timing looks a bit better here though. Its fellow Corvette is running interference. The assault frigate is distracted, but it's not closing distance quick enough. It only has one small hydrogen thruster left to help it move forward and accelerate towards one enemy, and it makes it so slow in closing that gap and engaging. Enable free mode, stop the shaking, and yeah, I'm going to give it a bit more time, see how this develops. As soon as that Gatling turret goes down though, it's over for yellow team. Oh, big hits from the frigate. It does not take out a turret though. Interference, yes, it's being distracted. Good, the tactic is working here. And it's still engaging, still closing distance with the target. Gatling is ripping away at it, dodging the shots. Some good DPS they're going out from Gatling and turning to protect it on the retreat out. Very good by the AI blocks here. It's incredible how sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't, you know. So yeah, lining up for a new run. We'll have a check on the second Corvette meanwhile. Still in the fight, still in engagement or aggro range of the frigate, and it has taken a lot more damage on the front section of its ship, but this one's important job now is to run interference, and as long as it keeps its thrusters alive, it can do that. Back to the blue Corvette. Let's go orbit mode. Oh, it's definitely taking more damage. Corvette comes in here, distracting, trying to make himself look juicy. Keeps on saying, "Hey, shoot me, not my buddy." And the blue assault frigate is inclined to shoot whatever is closest. And it's down to just one turret functioning, and that's an exposed conveyor. So nothing's over yet. It's still undecided which side's going to take this victory. See the Gatling coming in here, targeting that conveyor. It seems like it knows what it has to do to win. Oh, trying so hard, chipping away. retreating out as it becomes a focus. Second yellow Corvette is coming in here to try to distract. Blue ship takes the bait, is distracted. In order for this one to have the stop being distracted by the Corvette, it needs to disable it to the point where it can't keep coming back in at it. Just watching that the Corvette with the Gatling gun here, center of the screen, about to come in for a new run. The decoy has drifted quite far away, so it won't be here in time to assist. Seems like the blue assault frigate does not have a target at the moment, so it's going towards the center, and given that it still has one thruster on the back there, it's still able to maneuver towards the center, which would let it claim victory should the yellow team be unable to follow. That being said, if the yellow team do lose a lock of this one, they're also set to head to the center GPS in order to contest that point. Let's take a look at the yellow ships. Orbit mode here. Oh no! It seems like this was the one running with the Gatling, and it seems that its hydrogen thrusters have been knocked out because there's no flame coming from them, so except the fire of them, the flame from them burning. But yeah, it seems like this one has either run out of hydrogen or had its tanks disabled, and with no ion thrust either, this one seems to be done for. So yeah, this one is out of fight. That was the last guns for the yellow side. The last and final ship for them that's able to maneuver is this one. Is currently moving at 12 meters per second. Or is that my that's my camera speed? But yeah, while I'm filming like this, it's moving at 12 meters per second, slowly drifting towards the center. But with no guns on it, I highly doubt that this one will be able to disable the blue one. Its only chance is that it rams the blue ship, and in that way disables the guns and thrusters, so that the blue one won't be able to contest the capture point. That is highly unlikely. First blue ship drifted well far away. Final yellow ship drifted well far away as well. So it's now down between the second blue assault frigate that still has thrust in all directions, orbiting the center at 500 meters now, and still has one gun active. And that last yellow Corvette was doing what it could to hit that connector or conveyor. You could argue that that should be an armor conveyor and not a conveyor junction. Potential upgrade. And then we have the last yellow Corvette that's able to maneuver. I am going to fast forward this bit for you, and we will cut back to it to when these ships have closed into the center, and we'll see how the initial runs go from this yellow Corvette, and I'll give you the end result. Right, so we're back out here. The yellow one is doing its attack run on the blue ship. What might get this a draw is we have a ram here. But as long as there's no ram from the yellow team, they're not set up the ram, so the ram will have to be accidental. If it can't do that, then this will be a blue win. I decided we're going to give it 3 passes to try to solve this or save this. That was the first one, so it has 2 passes left to try to disable the blue assault frigate. If that doesn't happen, it will be a win for the blue team. back within range here, taking hits from blue team on the way in. Does not look like it has a ramming trajectory. This is the second out of the 3 runs I was going to give it. Oh, and it does indeed look like 2 of the turrets on the blue ship is functioning, not just one. I don't know why one turret wasn't firing for a while. Maybe I just didn't see it. Mistake my end, but that does indeed make everything look a lot worse for the yellow team. Taking some big hits there towards its core. Trying to line up for a new ram or a new approach. This will be its third and final attempt. And then it will be judged out of the fight. Has lost one more iron thruster on the back there. So its mobility is degrading. And the blue assault frigate seems to be very happy to just fire away at the yellow Corvette. Are all 3 guns functioning? No, just the 2 of them. I'd be worried there for a second on how bad my casting was. Third run coming in there for yellow. It's slow. It's struggling to avoid taking hits given how slow it's moving. Blue as well frigate has not taken any more damage as the yellow one does not have any guns left. And blue team is happy to just chip away here. Blue ship is severely beaten up, but it's having no issues keeping its broadside towards the enemy and to keep pummeling away. You can tell the yellow ship is struggling. It is being reduced from ship to debris. At this point, it's basically space junk floating away around. Was this the one? No, this was the right one. Sorry about that. But yeah, it has lost off thrusters. It has 1 thruster left. It cannot maneuver, and the blue frigate is free to just position and fire away as it wants. So yeah, incredible close round. The closest one I've seen so far. And yeah, good run by the yellow team. Definitely putting in the effort there. Alright then, so that's a 2-0 win for blue team. Some really close matches though. I hope you guys enjoyed them. Like looking at the matches and the replays of them, I think one improvement for the yellow team could be to spread out these thrusters, because it does seem like centimass hits do take them out quite easily on the retreat. So for upcoming designs, I do think I will spread the thrusters out a bit more in the back. And I'll probably also set them up with a vent controller, which will force a turret reload when they're outside of weapons range. Hopefully that will lead to them being ready to dump a full volley as they close to engage. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any feedback to me on how to make this series better, tips or tricks, please put them in the comments. I am very open for feedback. And I hope to see you guys in the next episode. If it kicks off, I will try to make this a weekly thing. No promises though. Take care everyone. Bye bye.